Yeah. Punditry trader. Charts lit. Wrist tight. Inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk defined, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on the deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators cluttering my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, cut losses quick, let winners ride. Funded accounts, yeah that's the plan. Side bar break, execute it. I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, everyone? Yeah they fund the dream.
What is up? What is good? What's up? What's up? Yo, Tony Gold, Florence, Corey 2S, Jamal, what is up? Ayo Kato. Oh, we got some news. Pause of strikes on the Iran energy infrastructure. So that probably was the little pop, right? Rufio, Tony Gold, fire trade today, Mr. Pine. Oh, thanks. Do you see that trade this morning? That actually held so that was the high. And I ended up stopping myself out, like just to hop off stream. But yeah, that was the high. I look like a freaking hero now. Yeah, that was nuts. Oh, nice, Rufio. We caught an 180 point long on one micro. So yeah, what's up, Lost Penny? What's up, UNB? Good to see you. Zest for a living. What is up? So yeah, My Funny Future TV, I ended up taking the short off this outside bar. And boy, so I took the first inside bar, that failed. So that failed. Got stopped out, put it in this outside bar. I ended up going short. Stop went above. And it just kept messing with me. It kept messing with me and kept going up, kept going up. This is while I was on stream this morning. And then I ended up getting out, losing like 20 bucks. And then obviously, you know, the rest is history. It just kept coming down. So unfortunately, I didn't really capitalize on it. Matter of fact, I hit daily loss limit on all my accounts except the MyFunded Futures Rapid account, which is right here. It's up $3,556. I will take a payout on that tonight. So that is going to be a payout. Payout party. So let's take a payout. MyFunded Futures payout. Let's do it. Let's take that payout. So Rapid account, 50K. Rapid account, $1,456. We'll take it. I'm gonna do the ACH. And let's request the payout. Let's do it. Let's go. So just like that, 90-10 split, $1,310. And payments already approved and sent. So look at that, split second time. MyFunded Futures, you can't beat that. Can't beat that. Ultra fast payouts. If you're looking to pick up any MyFunded Futures account, please use code PINE. Thank you so much. And it's already taken out of my account. Look at that, it's already taken out of my account. Let's go. All right, who we got in the chat? Sonic Rules, what's up? Came out at 4:11 p.m. Oh, so even later. So this is people that already knew the news, right? Probably. This little pump. Something got leaked, right? Ayo Kato. Trader University. Heard I got cream pie today. No, but I ate a oatmeal cream pie before I went to the gym. It's just one of those little oatmeal cream pies. I didn't really need it, but I did eat one. But I did do it while I was walking into the gym, so. Fine, I have a question. What happens to a pass to eval if you have 5 TPT pros? It just sits there, Ed of the Woods. What's going on, Ed of the Woods? The inventor of the Ed of the Woods Harami. What's going on, man? In the chat. Did you get it right away in my bank account? Well, it might not show. I have a tiny credit union, so it might not show. Let me check. I'll check that right now. Da, da, da. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ed of the Woods, it just sits there, that account. I've never had extra accounts, but gold price back to 5K, it could. It's in there. Who asked that question? Raul Duran. That MyFunded Futures deposit is in there. $1,310 bucks. Right there. Right into my bank account. Just like Lucid. So Lucid has the same tech. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, crazy. That might find a futures that is already in my bank account. I love that. Two straight awful days design. Oh yeah, I'm right with you. Yeah, not a great day. Real robot design knob. What's going on, yo Jim? Miss K, what is up? Oh, it's all good, Miss K. Yeah, I'm just I'm under contract with My Funded Futures. I can't do any other prop firm shows. Even if they fire me, I can't for a little time. It's just, you know, but it's all good. I'd love to go on Tradeify TV too. You know, I like Tradeify. I like of course, I think My Funded Futures has the best TV show because I'm on it, and Terry's on it, and Methodical and Tom and my friends. But yeah, I mean, I like Tradeify. Tradeify is awesome as far as their prop firm goes. I go short always at 50-point stop loss. Everything below that always be in trouble. Makes me profitable points to trade and it works for me. Yeah, having a wider stop for sure. Bear Trader in the house. Mr. Smith. Genius. What is up? Our Genie. So My Funded Futures daily payout after the buffer is built. Yes, but you have to have a minimum of $500 payout. So 2,100, which means you got to get to 2,600 to be able to take a $500 payout. So a little different than Take Profit Trader because you have to, it's a minimum of $500 payout. So 50K account, 2,600, you can take $500, so on. If you leave 2,600, then, you know, anything above that, you can basically, you know, take a little more payouts, but it always has to be $500 for minimum payout. So, but yep. How you like that post 3 p.m. candle? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just absorbing this market right now. I just got back. I went to the gym, went to lunch, had a soup and salad, and oh, I did have a little bit of ice cream. But that's the last meal of the day. No more meals. No more food. I am down about 10 pounds from a little more than, I'd say about 4 weeks. 4 weeks, I'm down about 10 pounds. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. I do have some slip ups though. Can you figure out a way I could have 15 accounts with Trade of 8? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Is there an activation fee with My Funded Futures? No, Tarek. No activation fees. Corey 2S. Oh, I'm way behind in the chat, guys. Sorry, I'm going to get caught up. Neo, what is up? Yeah, I lost Penny. I can't stop losing accounts. This market is insane. I'm struggling too a little bit. Yeah, it was a struggle. My systematic stuff has not been working very well. The only thing that's been working is just very discretionary scalping, basically. You're allergic to cow dairy. Yeah, it's pretty common. Oh, thank you, Out of the Woods. Does the trade day have awards for like blowing 20 evals in a row? Bill Snick? No. Hopefully, thank you for using code PINE with a capital P, Bill Snick, though, when you're buying those accounts. But I'm actually working on some trade days myself. There, I got them up to $1,300. I got 3 trade days going. Pine with a capital P with trade day, guys. I know it's case sensitive, so it has to be a capital P. But appreciate that. Trade day. BC Drum, Soggy. Any tips for take profit trader trailing drawdown? Yeah, I've made a lot of videos on it. If you actually want to check out, there's a few shorts actually. I'll once I get through the chat, I'll link them. But it's basically just scalping and trailing your stop. Scalping and trailing your stop. That's how I get over the intraday trailing drawdowns. And I'm not looking for, and I'm usually trading minis when I do it too. I'm not looking for 50, 100 point moves. I'm literally looking for 10, 15, 20 points max, depending on what the market's doing. Wild Board in the house, JLB, what is up? But Dow not acting like NQ and ES today. Yeah, the Dow usually can act. I don't think anything of that, Mr. Smith, because so oftentimes now I've been told not to do it, so I don't do it anymore because, you know, with prop firms. But so often will I be short Dow and then long NQ or something because they can move completely different, you know, completely different. NASDAQ can be very, very strong where Dow is weak and just pulling down. I've done that live before, but been told not really to do that because it could be considered hedging, and even though I don't agree with it. Oh, thank you, Miss K. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I like it. Hey, like you know, just saying Pine Tree Trader in these chats, and you know, it's guerrilla marketing. I appreciate that. It brings people to this channel. You know, next thing you know, they start looking at, they go, well, who's that Pine Tree Trader guy? And then, you know, they start and then they see my channel or maybe a short YouTube short come across their feed, and they go, oh, that's that guy I saw in the chat. So market's open, guys. Good luck. It's Mo, bro. Cutting out sweets. Yeah, sugar. That's how I've been doing is basically cutting out sugar. Oh, you have Take Profit Trader? Genius. Yeah, it's Take Profit Traders. Anything over $2,000, you can take a daily payout. But it has to be a certain amount in your wallet. Your virtual wallet would Take Profit Trader to be able to take that and transfer it to your bank account without a fee. So the main difference between My Funded Futures daily payout accounts and Take Profit Traders is the My Funded Futures is a 90-10 split. Take Profit Trader is 80-20. So they both have their advantages and disadvantages, but to me, like that, you know, that's the main difference is the 90-10 split. Kelly Coppin, sorry guys if I missed you. Tommy C, I see Bill Snick, what's going on? Honest Take, what is up, Honest Take? Yeah, horrible price action, definitely. Eric Lake, what is up, Eric Lake? Miss K, we got, okay, Eric Lake. Yeah, Eric Lake crushing it, 49,000, 9 days. I was 50K in 10 days, so yeah, 50K in 10 days, that's awesome. John Buys Land, what's up? We got Papa in the house. We got John Buys Land. Man, I was watching a streamer trade, and I just realized after a few days, all he was trading was a demo blowing accounts. Plus, he kept on promoting private classes on Discord. Yeah, yeah, Johnny Buys Land. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, those people make a lot of money. Johnny Buys Land. People that sell the Discords, a lot of money. All I ask you guys is to be here, smash that like button, and if you're buying any accounts with the prop firms, is to consider using code PINE. That's it. Besides that, I'm an open book. I'll answer any question that you got, and I got nothing to hide from you guys. Like I said, I hit daily loss limit on my Apex accounts that was copy trading, so that's where those are standing. Some of them, there's not much drawdown. About $260. Ugh. Yeah, not good. Not good. 50K in Apex payouts this year, and so far I have rifled through probably, well, I rifled through about 13 accounts post payout, and then funded accounts, and then I have what, 13 of 50, I don't know, 14, 15 accounts right now, Apex, and those are not looking good either. So I'm not doing too good, but hopefully we get the turnaround. We get that turnaround. I'll show you my accounts right now. Ooh, all underwater. All of them are underwater. There they are. They don't look too good. Not looking too great. And some of them I've hit daily loss limit twice, so there's really not much drawdown left. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Apex accounts. That's what we got going. And you know what happened today? This is what started. This is how my day started. I ended up, well, the nice thing is we got a payout today. That was beautiful. But besides that, I woke up and I got rebuild on some Apex evals at full price. Isn't that the worst? You get rebuild with Apex or any prop firm really at full price without the discount. So it was like $130 or $40 for an Apex eval. I was like, oh, come on. And there was 4 of them, so that was not a good start to the day. Can I point out any scammer in the prop industry? Yeah, I don't throw anyone under the bus, but like I always say, it's kind of like what because to me it's like, you know, people kind of figure it out on their own, but just put it this way. People will show you what they want to show you on the social medias, and if they're trying to sell you an indicator or a Discord membership or something like that, and they're not showing proof of profitability, then personally, I'm not gonna subscribe. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But I won't name any names. Some people are just good teachers, though, and if it helps you, then it helps you. You know, if it can help you. I mean, there's some people that are very, very good motivators that, you know, can help someone for sure. Dan, I have 2 streams going on. There's one vertical and one horizontal, so I got 2 streams going on. What's going on, Dan? Yeah, I got 2 streams going. One is just through YouTube Shorts, and the other one is just through is the regular YouTube. Sometimes I'll get some subscribers, new subscribers coming through YouTube Shorts. It's just a little more eyeballs. All right, market here. So here's what happened with the market. We got a giant little FU candle right at market close, pushed way up, and then came right back down into this zone. So obviously all news. This was a crazy, kind of a weird day where it was a trend day. I consider this a trend day, even though this candle right here was this outlier. But I mean, for the most part, it was a trend day. If you guys were watching My Funded Futures TV this morning, I was short, and I paper handed it off this outside bar. I went short off the inside bar, got stopped out, went short off the outside bar, and stopped myself out at break even because I just For one, I was trying to get that daily payout, and I didn't really want to risk it, you know, whatever. And then my segment was ending, and then I ended up hopping off. And I said I wasn't going to trade it, but I did. I kept trading the account. So there's that. Let me switch here to NQ, and then I gotta go 3 minis. 3 minis, so 1 per account. So 1 per account. And then I'm gonna go to the 2-minute chart, and I'm gonna try to do a little scalping and see what happens. Put the old Finet fair value gap up here. The Trump Hail Mary candle, yeah. 18 trading strategies, what's going on? It was a perfect, my support line perfectly. It was beautiful. Awesome, Eric Lake. Glad you capitalized that. I wasn't watching. I wasn't even near the charts. Let's see here. My indicator's not on here. This is that fair value gap indicator that I've been scalping off from. So I'm throwing that back on here. Here it is. There it is. Take a look at the ES here. So yeah, the markets have been a little bit tricky to trade. It depends on the type of trader you are, depends on your setups, everything like that. There's always gonna be people that make money in certain markets, and there's other people that hate it. I didn't do well today trading this market, so not gonna lie, I didn't trade well last night either. We'll see. Patch Traders, Daryl, what's up? We all know they're not gonna be selling courses. Raul Duran, yeah, that's true. It's kind of true. Do I still backtest strategies? Yeah, I found a nice one today. I found a nice one today that I had backtested a while ago. So what I do is because I'm kind of old school, is I take pictures when I'm backtesting. So I'll take pictures off of TradingView, and then I save them under my pictures. And so, like I said, nothing's working for me. I tried 2 YM strategies 2 days in a row, some of my systematic stuff, and nothing was working. So I started going through my photos and going and looking at my album, my back-tested album strategies. And I ended up going back to one ES strategy. That's basically a 5-minute ORB break, right? So it's a 5-minute ORB break on ES. So I'll give you guys a little nugget if you guys want to check it out. I'm not gonna tell exactly how I did it or how it's done, so you can kind of figure it out on your own. But it's a 5-minute ES break. Here, I'll go to 5-minute chart, and it's only on Mondays. So it's a 5-minute ORB break only on Mondays. And since December, only on Mondays. Now that's a pretty small data. It's 100% win rate right now. And it's up about, in trading it once a week on just Mondays, it's up about $5,000 with 1 mini. And I'm like, this is so stupid. I would have never since the start of the year, I would have never blown any accounts, and I'd have been up, already got payouts on all the accounts. The max drawdown that it's had is $400. That's the max drawdown, $400. And it wasn't even a stop out. That was just the max. Isn't that crazy? So, lost me at ICT terminology. Oh, that's just what the indicator's called. I don't know. Besides that, I don't really know. Sharpening the edge. Let's go. Today might be a short as well. 23K is knocking. I mean, realistically, this was a trend day. You know, in stupid hindsight, dumb hindsight, I was like thinking to myself as we started pushing down, I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna take back that Trump candle, the pump candle, right, from the other day, from 3:23 at 7 a.m. Eastern time in the morning. I was like, oh, like that's what we're repairing. We're repairing these single prints down and through. Why I couldn't capitalize on it, I don't know. I mean, I did okay. It's just I just oversized my apex and ended up hitting daily loss limit. So little inside bar long here. Inside bar long. I'm gonna try to hop in on this long. Try to get filled at 62. Maybe. It's going without me now. Kind of went without me. It's already up 10 points. Yeah, I missed it. I was trying to explain that that strategy. Yeah, the only reason why I don't like to tell you guys those back tested strategies because it's constantly changing. Ah, shit. It's going without me now. Yeah, man, I missed that first inside bar. I didn't even see it. It's right here. On the 5. Oh well. There's always gonna be another trade, right? There's always gonna be another trade. How do I feel about taking trades solely off geopolitical considerations, trends rather than PA and indicators? Personally, I don't like doing that, OG Mike. That's just personal opinion. But I know some people that do. I know some people that like that. Terry Trades 100. She loves listening to the news and you know, trading off news-based stuff. But she's educated in that stuff too. Like she has experience in economic stuff and you know, all that good stuff. So for me, I'm just like, I just like to scalp. The Real Mighty Society seems bullish. I missed my trade. Yeah, I was chatting. I was looking in the chat and I missed my inside bar. So it's already going without me. And I don't really feel like chasing it. I tried to get in, and then once it went 10 points, I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting in yet. But yeah, I agree. It seems bullish. Kind of broke the structure, little trend line, bull flag type deal as well. But yeah, I missed it. Unfortunately, it's going without me. Well, that's okay. Like I said, it'll be another trade. Got 5 Lucid Flex with my code. Let's go. Yo, from Montreal. Hockey Mecca. Let's go. I have been to Montreal, Tip Tucker. I have been to Montreal for degenerate stuff. Straight out of high school. Which was over 20 years ago. Last time I've been to Montreal. But welcome, and thank you for using my code Lucid. I appreciate you. I'm shorting a strong foundation rule, stop loss 50 points. Yeah. And then you look for 25 points, a little negative R&R. I like it, Lost Penny. I like it. I like the 2-minute ES scalping. Oh, thank you, City Vibes. Yeah, the 2-minute ES scalping off those inside bars has been working really well. It actually worked already today. The first 2-minute bar, inside bar, it's ripped off that so far. Stop goes at the low. The nice thing about the 2-minute bar is what I like, City Vibes, is that they're not huge usually, so you can actually size up a bit, trading 5 micros or maybe even 1 mini if you have a bigger account, and then still be able to keep your stop in a good spot. So that's what I like about trading the ES 2-minute, the inside bars. Been working really well. New room massages in Montreal. All I know is I went to Montreal and I I was young, I was young, and I smoked my very first cigar there, and it was not for me. I did not like it. I did not like it. People make fresh bread every day, Sandy. You should make fresh TA. Space is in the house. Man, I get it now. Oh, you guys are talking amongst each other. Geopolitical plays seem to make the most sense in my opinion. If that's your thing. My thing is I've talked about this many times where I'm like, I don't want any bias coming into the market. Like, I don't want to know what's happening. I don't care. It's just, I'm just looking at the chart and like what it's trying to do, whether it's, pushing up or pushing down. That's kind of my style, but like, I'm constantly trying to evolve too. Like, and I'm not like naive. I'm like, oh, well, my style is the only style. Is I'm constantly looking at new things and trying to improve as a trader, because I'm not as consistent as I like to be. I mean, I want to be more consistent, but the reality is that it usually has nothing to do with my strategies or anything. It just has to do with like risk management and just, oversizing, like with Apex. I think I went in 2 minis after I took a nice heavy loss of like $300. Next thing you know, I'm in 2 minis trying to get it back, and guess what? I hit $1,000 daily loss limit easy, and that's the stuff that it's hard to break, and I still do that all the time. I don't know what it is. Gold's taking off. Let's take a look at gold. Yeah, gold's looking bullish. Nice inside bar break on gold as well. So far, I'm up $0 and some nice plays already. Take a look at the 2-minute. Go back to ES 2-minute. Just take a look at this. We're right at this point of resistance here at the 80s. Looking like we might try to break up through there, but yeah, sorry, the almighty. Yeah, I forget sometimes on YouTube Shorts. I gotta keep my chart right over in this section, because I'm always constantly moving it around, just habit. But yeah, I gotta remember to keep it right over here in case you guys are watching it on the cell phone. Hey, what's up, Trader University? You're the best. Thank you so much. TJP, what is up? Did I have a good time in Montreal? Yeah, I did. I remember. I mean, it was a good memory. It was with my friends, and yeah, it was a good time. It almost seems like a blur now, but I definitely have some memories, some good memories. I learned not to go to a daytime gentleman's club. or during the day shift. During the day shift, I learned that pretty quick when I was younger in Montreal. Yeah, don't do that. Don't go to the day shift. No good at the gentleman's club. Nah, don't do it. Justin. I miss my high school friends. It was the best time of my life. As being a teenager, being in touch in my 30s. As being in touch in my 30s, the time of my life. Yeah, I mean, I think there was like a moment after high school for about a year or so that was pretty fun. I tried to go to college. I went to college for a hot minute, but I didn't last. Yeah, they asked me to do a speech. And like, I think I was there for like a month and a half, 2 months, and then I had to do a speech for some class, and I was like, nah, I'd rather just go to work. I ended up taking my student loan, and it was like a grant money or something. I don't even know what it was. It wasn't that much money. It was like $2,000. I ended up taking that and buying a plow truck, and then I just went to work, just plowing snow and stuff. Dropped out. Teeth are at a premium on the day shift. Yeah, definitely the day shift workers at a gentleman's club. The talent there, they have more toes than teeth, for sure. More toes than teeth. Absolutely. What's up, Sherry? The B squad. Yeah, right. What are the advantages of trading under an LLC? I do not know, Zabak, to be honest with you. I mean, I do not know. Arkansas invented the toothbrush. If invented in another state, it would have been called a teeth brush. Yeah. Yeah. You know who's from Arkansas? I think Husk. Husk Trader. Is he from Arkansas? I feel like he is. You guys know Husk Trader on My Funny Futures TV? Methodical Man's cousin. You need to go to a club in a college town. Yeah, I'm all done with the clubs. That was my younger days. I'd much rather go degen at a casino or something. Have some fun, you know? All right. Looking for trades here. Ugh. Why do I get this feeling we're just going to do a slow grind up, even though I want to take a short right here? Oh, no! All right, I'm out. I try. Just as I went to take the short, I marked it in and got filled way down here, and I tried to take this. God, that is the way my day is going. I tried to take that short right there at 64. I should have put the limit order in, but I ended up taking the market in, and then I got scared. Because it was almost 10 points from where my entry was, so. Yeah, we're getting a little dump now. This might be it. That might be... Let's take a look at the higher time frame here. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Coming back down to that VWAP. Looking interesting here. Maybe hop in. We put in a, see what happens here on this next candle, 2 minute candle. Yeah, that was scary. That was a little fat finger. I'm up a whopping $20 on that little push, but hopping in with the minis. These are trade day evals, trade day, 3 of them. A little bit tougher to trade because you got to trade them a minimum of 3 days. So you have to stay within that 40% consistency. It's a little bit trickier. But if you take your time, usually you can pass them. Nice little dump here. Boy, there's been some nice setups and I'm just not paying attention. All right, we'll wait for the next one. If you had to compete with PW and D Money in a week-long trader battle, combined P&L's wins, what other streamer would you choose? That's a good question. You know, it's going to sound a little crazy, but Terry Trades can put up some huge numbers, which is why she finished 4th in this massive Ninja Trader competition once. She can be very boom or bust, but she can catch some big winners. Who else? So when you're talking about a trading competition, it's definitely something different, right? Because trading competitions, you're trying to put up big numbers. So big people that can put up big numbers. I consider myself someone that can put up some big numbers, you know. Where someone like you know, like Alpine Trader can be someone like that can put up consistent numbers. You know what I'm saying? But he said himself, like, he's like, you know, to make like 8 grand in a day, 10 grand in a day, it's kind of out of his wheelhouse, which is nothing wrong with that. So trading competition is definitely, I don't know. I'm trying to think of someone that can put up big numbers. I mean, I went in that trade day competition with all those, you know, the other influencers, and there was only a few of us that was consistently getting back, like, you know, swinging for the fences. The other people were just kind of playing it safe. I think Nutty Bar can put up some big numbers too. Nutty Bar can put up some big numbers overnight. He has this secret sauce, this overnight trade that I don't really know what he does, but he can actually put up some big numbers. So yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I'd have to think. I like that question. All right, pushing right back up here. Pushing right back up. Like a friendly battle. Yeah. Alpine, my BFF. Yeah, I mean, no, I like Alpine. I like how he I mean, the dude's, he's a good prop trader. I mean, he's a good trader in general. Not, he just can't put up big numbers for like competitions. Like he said that. I think he probably is capable to put up the big numbers, but Zero Day J can put up big numbers. He's very big boomer bust for sure. He could be boomer bust. He knows how to send it for absolutely. Yeah. Trades by Slade. Can Slade put up some big numbers? I think Slade could put up some big numbers. Oh, Trades by Slade is in the house. What's up, Trades by Slade? I'm about to eat an oatmeal cream pie. Head to the gym. You inspired me. Let's go. That's how you do it. You got to get those gains. Got to get those gains. I'm about ready to go on some TRT, though, so. Yeah, Coach Fred, that's a good point. Yeah, Travis can swing. He can make some big gains. Travis can make some big gains, too. Yeah, that's a good one. TRT and Trend. Yeah, I might actually need some, though, like prescribed, so. All right, I'm watching here. Do we continue this down, pushing down here? I'm not really liking it. Take a look at the ES here. Kind of chopping around here. I placed one fat finger trade so far. RS Matt. Yeah, maybe Dave Matt. Maybe. Let's see, going down. You think we're going down too? What does the colors mean? Anyone knows? Yeah, my different colors on my chart. The yellow candles, the inside bars. These ones are these pink candles right here. The light pink are outside bars, so they sweep above and below, and basically printed in a engulfing type candle on the previous candle. And these purple candles are harami candles. So these are the harami, which I don't really need on the 2 minute. I don't use the harami at all on the 2 minute, but for some reason, I don't think it goes away. Yeah, for some reason, it doesn't go away. Ed of the Woods is just locked in here. So I try to make it go away on the 2 minute chart because I actually don't use these purple candles, but they won't go away. I probably just have to reset it, the whole chart. Auto injector is the same as stim in the war zone. Mike G, yeah. Yeah, I had some blood work done, and I had some really low levels, so. Going long here, Blackout News. Good luck. Good luck, good luck. Might not be a bad move. I might take the long if we break that inside bar. Not leaving any of the fair value gaps on the 2 minute either. Hasn't been leaving much. All day today, it was just choppy, going back and forth. So it wasn't leaving too much. Could be sleep and other factors though. Yeah, I was really low in vitamin D. Super low in vitamin D, which can affect it. So I'm taking my vitamin D now and getting out in the sun when I actually have it. So today, no sun. Once again. So for my health, I have to buy a house in Florida or someplace sunny. It's for my health. It's not my fault. All right. Did we try a short here? Off the break of the ES. We're gonna chop around here. I think eventually we'll push down and test these low. That 65.24 eventually. I just don't know when. The same as what we did on from the 23rd. We pushed back down into this area, which is actually right where we're sitting. We're actually sitting right there at that low after the fake pump. All right, I'm gonna short here. I'm gonna try it. ES. Off those inside bars. 45 is my stop. 1 mini each count. Oops. So, you know, I'm gonna go the high 287.50, and then move my stop as I see fit if it starts to go my way. If it goes my way. Right now we're chopping around. I say you get a property in Fort Myers close to the spring trading events. Yeah, it was funny. I was just watching the Red Sox down at Fort Myers spring trading when I was at the barbershop. So the barbershop, and they had the game on, and I was thinking, wow, Fort Myers looks real nice. They kept running these advertisements. So that looks pretty good. I've never been. Think we'll finally crack this year long range? We could. Can you use the HSA to buy a house if it's for your health? Oof, look at that bounce. See if we reject here. Stop still up at 548 at the high. Adding at this fair value gap resistance. Gonna hop out of 1 if we can break it down into the green. Try to manage this trade a little bit better. So hopping in another contract on these evals. Still stop at the high, 548. Come on, get down there. Reject off that. Take a look at NASDAQ. I might want to get out of this trade here. Save myself a little bit of money. I tried to go for the inside bar short down through here, and it held that trend line and bounce. And looks like we might get stopped out. Yep, stopped out. Oh well. On to the next. So a few really good setups early on that I missed, and then I tried to take that setup short off that inside bar and got kabooshed, or got kaboomed. So down. Pushing higher now. Hey, I'm gonna trade. What is up? Full port long on an eval. Nice. Congrats. You were deficient in vitamin D3? Yeah, big time. Big time deficient. Teddy Graham, the dose that you were prescribed is not available at the stores. Oh, wow. Had to hit the get a vitamin D prescription last year. You'll feel better taking that daily. Oh, thank you, Teddy Graham. Yeah, I was super deficient. Real low. What happened was I noticed that I was itchy. I started getting like really itchy skin, and like it felt like my skin was crawling a bit. And so that's how I decided to go in and get some blood work done, and that was one of the things that was wacky. Oh, Ked Karan, what's going on? Sorry I missed you in the chat earlier. What's happening? How to learn all this? This is futures trading. So best thing to do is just keep watching. I'm here every single night. And if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. I'm trading futures. These are prop firms, which meaning that they, if I pass these test accounts, then I get what they call funded accounts. And from funded accounts, I can get payouts. So like today, I just took a $1,300 payout from this funded account here, from my funded futures. But yeah, this is what I'm doing. These are trade day. And I'm trading ES, which is the S&P 500. I'm trading NASDAQ futures contracts. Oh, yeah, Blackout News. Nice call. Yeah, I caught a nice trade off that. So rejecting here at 23,850. And we are rejecting back off that 880 level, that line. I mean, he would have took about 9 points of heat, but still holding that 2-minute fair value gap rejection off this indicator. And it's right back to the VWAP. Pick a direction. So maybe play the range. See the 15-minute chart just kind of barcoding right now after that big, huge move, which is kind of typical. Oh, I missed some of the chat. Sorry, guys. I'm going to trade. What's going on? It reminds me of the Bill Burr skit. Ashy lotion. Yeah. Well, the weird thing was it wasn't like my skin didn't look dry. It was just like I felt. It really wasn't like pins and needles. It was just like a weird something going on, and turns out that might have been it because I've been feeling much better. 2 days in a row, the market pumps extremely crazy after closure. Yeah, Jesus, it's unreal, right? Unpredictable. Obviously, markets are always unpredictable, but it's hard. It's hard to trade that stuff. You just don't know what's gonna happen. It'd be nice if, like, you know, you were in a long, which I saw someone was long on X and made a pile of money on a pro account. So congratulations. What's up, Eric Butler in the house? What's going on, man? Good to see you. Ugh. Oh, lost penny because I don't listen to anyone in the chat. It's no offense. I mean, I'm doing pretty well. I'm profitable, so I'm doing pretty well. There's always room for improvement, but yeah, I mean, I'm just going to trade how I trade. But I appreciate you. Trump talking every day. I know, it's crazy, right? trading on stream is much different to Lost Penny. When you're trying to trade on stream and I'm reading the chat and it's hard. When I'm trading off screen, you know, I tend to trade a lot better. A lot better. So when I'm on stream, you know, there's a lot of things where I don't try to do anything discretionary. You know, I'm just like trying to look for those setups because those are the things that I can just say, well, I'll take that short off that inside bar, you know, place a stop here and go for it. But, you know, when I'm off stream, I'm like slinging contracts. I mean, 150 trades on to get that payout today, you know, it's much different. Much different. But, you know, I still trade my systematic trades too. It's just I usually keep one account to sling contracts, like the daily payout accounts. Matter of fact, my pro account, it should be ready, guys. I needed to make $3 more on my Take Profit Trader Pro account. I should have had that 25K Pro account ready to go today, but yeah, it's not. It's be ready today because I had to make $3 more. I didn't realize. Very Take Profit Trader is very strict on their consistency rules. Like you have to be, you know, by the dollar pretty much to pass the account. If you're over plus or minus, it's no good. Do I hire interns? No. No, all my stuff is free. Oh, do I hire you for an intern? No. You gotta hire me. You gotta hire me and Kit. I'm just kidding. No, I don't do any interns and stuff. It's just me sitting in a bedroom trading on a computer. That's it. Nothing fancy. The rules to the Streamlabs gambling thing. Oh, it's just for fun. Yeah, people like try to get points and stuff. Standing in the bedroom. Yeah, that's right. I'm actually standing up. All right. So chopping around here. Chopping around. He doesn't even wear pants. I don't have to. That's for sure. I don't have to. Yeah, no one would know. Oh, thank you, Dean. Is the discount still going on with Apex? Appreciate that. Apex. Thank you for using my code. Still 85% off. Oh, that ends tonight, guys. 85% off Apex. It's about $20 for an eval. Jeez, I might need to buy some more. I got beat up quite good today on those accounts. It looks like it wants to squeeze back up, D. Yeah, I agree. No pants equals bear market. Yeah. Wearing the Speedo. Looks sweet. Yeah, it's very European. I'm in my Speedo. There he goes. Now, ES is leading NQ at the moment. ES leading NQ. Gotta wait for that good trade here. I'm down $400. How much is the eval? Well, 50Ks for the intraday trailing. We're right around $20-something. And the end of days are a little more than that. I think they're maybe like 30 bucks. Can you cancel the renewal charge and open a new one? Yeah, you can cancel the renewal charge, yeah. Which is what I forgot to do. Is cancel my Apex accounts and end up getting rebuild on a few. The Flex 50 is $76 from Lucid. So Flex 50K, 40% off, 76 bucks, guys. Thank you so much, Peter. Use code PINE with Lucid. I got my Lucid accounts going. Fundeds. Not doing too well on them, but I got them. Magic Trader, this is rigged. It's tricky market. It's just I've been doing best just kind of scalping it. Trying to pick a nice swing or anything like that just hasn't been working well. But we're right stuck in the middle of this this candle right here, this news candle. We're stuck right dead center pretty much, so no surprise that we're just chopping around. See, I tried to sell the low of the range, and that's what happens because we're just kind of caught in that range. As soon as I try to sell the top of this range, it's gonna shoot right up 10 points on ES. You watch. Trading bars, what's going on, man? Made it back. Let's go. Spaces in the house. Roman, what's going on? It's been a while. Yeah, man. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Am I liking the chances of NQ grinding back up? Certainly feels like it. I would like it to break out of this idiot box at the moment. You bullish, you look at the 5-minute body close. Let's go. Let's take a look at the 5 minutes. Go to the higher time frame. Yeah, it's I mean, we are kind of putting in you know, tonight it's been grinding up and to the right. Obviously, you do have a bit of a trend line going on as well. Trend line support. So that's what we got going on at the moment. But it's definitely not going with any momentum, that's for sure. But if you're long, certainly grinding that way. I'm just not seeing any setups at the moment. See, inside bar long here on ES. Like, do I take that? Top of the range? It's scary. But I'm going to take it. And then maybe look for a scalp. Because the inside bars have been working pretty well. Maybe we get the breakout, maybe not. Starting to break out of that idiot box on the ES. It is leading the NQ. I think we need a NQ to start going as well. Down on these evals right now. Gotta be patient with this. Keep trying to take these breakout trades and just not good. Not good. Really gotta just try to play the range. Come to the low of the range, then put in an inside bar and then take it, not an inside bar top of the range looking for the long, you know, a little less stressful that way. And it gives you an easy place to place a stop as well. Top of the hour here in just a minute. Oh, God. Top of the hour here, 30 seconds. $6,500, $48.50 is my average price. ES. Almost looks like there's a gap in price down there too. See that on the 2 minute? There's a gap in price. Trying to manage this my way out of this position. See if we end up pushing up through that high. What's gold doing? I'd like to see gold go to. See this gap in price? I don't like that down there. 45. Hopefully we don't push down and revisit that. $65, $48, $25. Come on, NASDAQ. Need NASDAQ to push up through as well. Take a look at the hourly here in NQ. Ooh, inside bar on the hourly and NQ. That'll be a good trigger as well. The high, basically, session high, 890, 75. That'll trigger along for me. Love to see that break though. Come on, you know, if this was going against me, it would go at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Right now, it's going in my favor, but it's very slow. Very slow. I'm gonna take one off. You think we chopped to London? It very well could. Matty Matt in the house. What's up, Spino? Blackout News. It's crap volume plus volatility. Yeah. What's up, Trading Bars? Who else we got in the chat? Been in long since 8:38. Hold until we take out the high, Spino. Oh, nice. Market is trash these days, Matty Matt. Yeah, it's tricky. I mean, it's... So like I said, I've been finding success scalping. Even something like this is almost too much. Like, I just been like looking for 100, 200 bucks. That's what I've been doing over and over and over again. Hence, I did like 150 trades on my Rapid account, and that was the only way I could get the payout. Stuff that I was trying to swing trade, make, 30, 40, 50 points, or little intraday, bigger swings. I struggled a bit. I just caught the wrong ends, I was just, obviously it was just shorted at today. It would have been fine, but, so yeah, and right now it's, nasty. You look at these wicks, just gross. I don't know if I should pay attention to this 2-minute gap here, but I don't like it. Down below at 45. That's right. We can take a little bit of heat. I'll only be down like 100 bucks if we take that heat. But it could push down a point to repair this little price gap. You can see it's right there. Went from 45, 25. It's not much, but maybe something to note. Let's see. It always goes to the right. That's guaranteed. Guaranteed it goes to the right. What's funny is like talking to someone that's never looked at a candlestick chart or a trading chart at all, and you go, it's like they don't understand. Like, does it go to the right? Like, what's going on? And talking to like someone that's very, very new, it's interesting. It goes, it should rip. I hope so. Finish the steak dinner and catch up. Matty Matt, yeah. I give Miss K, yeah, I hear you. If I exit, it'll rip my face off. Yeah, it will. Buying an Austin Healey 3000 1966 red overdue. Oh, nice. Get it, one owner, New York City, 56,000, super great deal. Oh, cool. NQ inside buy. Yeah, to the downside too, isn't it? And it is trying to break that structure as well. Who's going to win it out? The Bulls or the Bears? So it came down and filled that little gap, see? A little price gap. Something I noticed. We're only in 1 mini now, so we didn't take that much heat on it. But yeah, NQ inside bar just broke to the downside and the outside bar. I'm liking this short on NQ. Let's take a look at the 2 minute. Let's take a look at the hourly. I think here's what I think. This is just, not financial advice or anything, but looking at this inside bar here, if we end up breaking this inside bar, we probably could start testing this wicks, this giant wick up through here on this outside bar, and then maybe if we break to the downside, that we test the low down at 764. So, that could be a good play. Hopefully we don't just like this hour, just put in another inside bar and another inside bar and just chop around, which is a good possibility that we do that too. All right, I think I'm gonna get out of this trade. Another L. Goes NASDAQ. Let's see though. I'm only in $100 drawdown right now. Let's see if that was a little volume grab or not. ES 2 minute bouncing off that VWAP. Can I like the current price action, Hitchman? You absolutely can. Yeah, I was saying it earlier where some people love this current price action. Some people are just not feeling it. And like you're going to go on Twitter and you're going to see people making all kinds of money and saying this is the best ever. And then you're going to see other people getting absolutely destroyed. It's just, that's the market, right? That's what we love about the market. Someone has to lose money to someone to make money. The majority of people, that I've seen, are not really liking these, the news-driven market where, you get these nasty candles out of nowhere. But it all depends on how you trade too, Wife told you get the car for your birthday. Let's go. You not buy luxury for yourself? I don't either. I never buy. I love buying, spending money on other people or taking people on trips or that kind of stuff. That's the enjoyment I get out of life. Tim Korth in the house. What's up, Tim Korth? Gavin Boy. Just went short on MGC. Good luck. Let me see. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Not that you were asking for my approval. But yeah, looks good, Gavin Boy. Good luck. Good luck. Appreciate you, Gavin Boy. Yeah, past two nights haven't been trading too well. Last night we got in the hole a bit, but we made up for it in the last few trades before the stream ended. So we caught some nice ones, which is usually the case, when you start to get into the Asia Open. I tend to trade a little bit better with a little bit higher volatility. When we have the lower volatility, I don't do as well. So I liked it when Tokyo Open was right now. So before we did the clocks change, for me, it would be right now. their clocks don't change. You know, they stay the same time, but you know, where I'm at, my time zone, it would switched over, you know, right now. But I do like the earlier streams where I'm not having it's not dark out when I'm streaming. It's still daylight. A little bit daylight. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. I appreciate the support. We're still in this ES trade. Not looking great though. Down about $100. Down about 500 total, 600 total, unrealized at the moment. On the 3 accounts. If you see 3 up here, it's because I'm trading 3 accounts. So you gotta multiply it by 3. I'm not in 3 minis on each account or anything like that. It's just 1. Miss K's over there. GLD 54 in the house. $237 people watching, 95 likes. We can do better than that. Thank you so much, guys. Really helps the YouTube algorithm, just pushes it out across the streams, and that way other people can find it, right? Almost to 7,000 subs. We must be real close to that. Yeah, 6,800 subs. So getting closer, guys. We get to 7,000. We'll have to do some giveaways. Hopefully I can get some counts by then, but we'll come up with something. Get to 7,000 subs. We should be there pretty soon. Usually I get about 20 subs a day. So if you haven't subbed, please sub. Do me a favor. $68.45 is where we're at. Nice equity curve too on the old. Look at that equity curve. Nice. Channel growth. That's what you want to see. June 9th, 2020. Oh, thank you to whoever just subbed. Teddy Graham in the house. Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate you. Started June 9th, 2024. Just a few days before my birthday, actually. I didn't remember that. My birthday's on the June 13th, so. It took at least 6 months to get any traction whatsoever. It took 6 months. You can actually see it right through here. Started on June 9th. No subs. Then I got 8, 9 subs. And then, yeah, 6 months in, December 1st, 60 subs, 80 subs, and then it started to grow from there. From basically January of 2025, it started to grow a little bit more. All right, market, what you gonna do? So NASDAQ back below the VWAP. Back below the VWAP. Damn, this sucks. Lost all my profits. Blackout news. I know, and you were in a good trade. It's just no expansion, no continuation. This is what I'm saying. It's just You can be in a nice little trade, but it's just like you see money, take money. That's kind of how it's been. See money, take money. But you wait a little bit, Blackout News. You wait about 45 minutes. The Tokyo Open's going to pick up. And then hopefully there's a little more action if we can break out of this giant boner candle, basically. So we can break out of this. Or at least break out of this center of this zone. I'm sure I was getting my ass kicking my ass, yeah. How's the daily payout? I just took one earlier on stream. If you rewind to the beginning of the stream, we took a beautiful daily payout on my funded futures. How's my trade day and take profit traders? Well, trade day, I'm working on 3 evals, and my take profit trader pro, which I thought I was gonna have passed yesterday, is actually it's going live today. So yeah, so take profit trader and trade day, I have not gotten any daily payouts, but we have options now. We have Tradeify daily payouts, and we also have my funded futures daily payouts as well. So, you know, I kind of think like if I have maxed out daily payout accounts, that would be like my happy place, and then just have my 20 Apex accounts on the side. You know? Do I trade private accounts? I don't. No, I don't trade a personal right now. No futures on my personal. No futures on the personal. I just have an investment account, and occasionally I'll trade option spreads on it. Nope. No personals right now. You have TPT at the moment? I do. Always. I always have a take profit trader account. I always have a take profit trader. At least an eval going. I try to have fundeds going, but let's see. I can actually activate my. Is anyone having issues like signing in to take profit trader? The website? I've been having all kinds of issues just trying to sign in. Invalid credentials. No, it's not. There it goes. Two 77812. So yes, take profit trader hasn't updated yet, I don't think. Let me take a look here. So I actually have a 25K that I'm working on because I had a free one sitting there. Yeah, it's all passed. It's sitting right here. It's all passed. It's just, I'm just waiting for the, so I needed to make 529 and I'm at 532, so I'm good. For some reason, I ended up looking at it said I needed 1517 for the profit to be over the 50% or under the 50%. And I saw that number and I thought that was the number I needed, but the number I needed was 1529. So 2 days I wasted thinking like, and I just flipped the account thinking like, oh, well, I just need to flip the account. This We're just chopping around. Brian in the house. Market's dead. Yeah, just chopping around. I'm TPT day 5, 2 in top 1 elite daily 2 lucid flex. Need 4 days of $100. Let's go, JLD. Nice little prop portfolio you got. TPT is the personal count, pretty much. Yeah, when it's over the buffer, I could not agree with you more, hard hat. When you're over the buffer and you know that you can just take 30, 50 bucks out at a time, or more, hopefully, but for a daily payout, couldn't agree with you more. Until I get over that buffer, though, it's it's a challenge. I'm gonna start some more take profit trader challenges. I just hate doing evals. I hate the evals. But that means I gotta keep the funded accounts on, gotta keep them longer. I hit 10 pro account activated in the month and have to wait to activate another 2 with TPT. Oh, teachable, I've been there. I didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, I ended up resetting a few pro accounts, and then, obviously I activated a few as well, and ended up getting the email saying that you can only do 10. So, yep. My private account is Forex. People seem to put the market down, but it is actually a great place to trade. Trends nicely. Oh, Forex? I've never done it. LAFTA. I don't know. I've never in my life watched anyone trade Forex or I've studied it or done anything. Yeah, I've been obsessed with trying to figure out these futures markets forever. Well, ES pushing down here. I'm gonna buy the bottom of the range here in 2 minis now. I have 2 pros and 3 evals. I'm copy trading on day 10. Let's go. Yeah, that's a great way to do it, hard hat, is keeping some evals hooked to your pro accounts. You tend to stay a lot more disciplined that way. I have done that as well. I've done that a lot, actually. See if I can buy the bottom of this range here. At this point, I just want to be out of this trade. $65.43. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ continuing to looking like it wants to round over and push back down. That inside bar that TJP called out is playing out very well on the 5 after we broke that structure. So it's just one of those nights where I'm really not. I didn't follow my my strategies, and I'm paying for it. All is good. Counts are still intact so far. But I don't think we're going to get any Trump speaks tonight because he spoke earlier today. So I don't know if there's any speeches tonight. Now, there could be a tweet or something like that, but no speeches, I don't think. Take a look at Forex Factory. What do we got going on the rest of the week? Tomorrow is... Wow, tomorrow's Friday. Revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment at 10 a.m. Eastern time. That is it. Just some speakers, the volumes, FOMC speakers, but yeah, that's what we got going on. Tokyo Open here in 31 minutes. still back down under the VWAP. Bottom of the hour here in 2 minutes. One of these days, I want to be on the right side of the Trump tweet. I know I saw someone make $8 grand on a pro account today, and they were just on the right side of this trade right here. I was like, oh, lucky. I mean, I've been on the right side of a trade on some sort of news candle before and got lucky. Definitely. I've definitely gotten stopped out real quick as well. Hey, holding trades in this chop. I agree. I've been holding this trade for 30 minutes now. And I'm just trying to work my way out of it. Bought again at the bottom of the range, right down through here at 65.42, 75. If I can get a little push back up into the 646 area, I'm gonna probably get out, or at least take off half. Keep trying to work my way out of it. This is not even the way I usually trade. You guys are just tuning in. As far as like this type of strategy, I consider myself a momentum trader. I trade off momentum, the inside bars, outside bars, and I'll look for those big pushes and things like this. This is just me sitting in a choppy market at the moment. So you know, I could, if you watch me tomorrow when we get some volatility, it's probably completely different style. All right, back to my entry. Just give me a pop up to 46. Just give me something like this. Just give me a little more. That was a nice buy down here, right at the bottom of that range. This is what I should be doing all night. There we go. Now we're getting something. Still down 368, unrealized at the moment. What a mess, Sandy. Yeah, with 4 minis, I accidentally traded for minis instead of micros. Oh man, I've done that. My biggest win was on a personal account back in the November, early December. We dumped 600 points in one day and caught it 2 minis. Not all of it, but enough for me to close my personal. Oh wow. Yeah, so it's funny. I left those two minis on CL on the Ninja Trader tournament, and I just left them on because I don't care about the tournament at all. And then I look and I was up like 10 grand, and I was like, man, like, imagine if I just did that on the personal, it would be sweet. But sometimes those are the best trades that you just don't care about, and you just leave the trades on and let it do its thing. Those are the best trades. This is why I see Nutty Bar, and I'd love to know his strategy, his overnight. So Nutty Bar, I know he has like, it's like a secret, but he has like this trade that he takes overnight. He says he'll come on in the morning and he'll be like, well, he goes, I traded the overnight, and you know, I'm up like $1,800 on like 5 accounts or something like that. There's like a little swing trade that he does, and I know it's a good one. And then he'll come on, he'll trade his Apex accounts, copy trading those Apex accounts for 3 micros, and then he'll try to make a few $100s on each one of those. But then he always has a few accounts that he's trying to get those bigger swings on, and try to make those bigger profits. And it's some sort of overnight swing. I'd love to know what that is, because that's how we ended up getting, guys, we're talking about the tournament stuff. That's how we ended up getting, you know, a pretty good lead at one point in the tournament. I was the only one, I think, to get a funded account 3 times in that tournament. But Sandy, you just spoke to your ISL. Yeah, let's go. Wow, late, but doesn't look like I missed anything, Rage GT. No, you haven't missed a thing. Really, it's just kind of chopping around. Playing the range now, just trying to play the range. I end up buying the top. That was a mistake. I'm in the same trade, but I managed to weasel my way back into profitability on this particular trade. I'm still down off from some earlier trades, but yeah, that's what we got going on. Finally bought the low of the range at 542. Risky, because I was getting in 2 minis, but yeah, it's just kind of been chopping around, but we've had some nice trades to start the stream. There's been some nice, you know, some of my systematic stuff for scalps. It's just, I kind of missed them. Little break on these inside bar. Maybe Tokyo Open sends it through the high. That'd be nice. Just hope we don't come back down into this, you know, put in another quadruple top and then just drop back down. Currently have 21K on Ninja Trader Tournament. Oh, let's go, helpful. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm still in it. I have not paid it any attention for it. Good luck, though. 21K is great. People are definitely cheating on that. Well, I guess it's not technically cheating, but you can buy, you can do the same old where you can buy, let's just say you're on ES. You can just buy ES, and then you can buy NQ and buy YM and just add them all together. Or buy YM, ES, and NQ, and then short CL. I think that's what people are doing. That's why they have the ginormous balances. 21K is great. Echo Trader Pro in the house. I have the 12 4am or a B, usually around 4am. That's a reversal. Ooh, interesting. Too late for me, though. D, my strategy's been helping you a lot. I appreciate that, D. But yeah, what we find is just, you know, it's all about risk management and stuff, right, D? You know, it gives you a setup to take, but then it's about the risk management, what you do after you take the trade or after you lose the trade. Maybe we, if we do pop above, maybe we look for a little more. We could just come at the top of this range and then roll back over, but if we do pop, maybe we try to squeeze a little more out of this. So entry here, 65.42. That's my average entry. And looking like we're going to try to pop that high. Come on, get up through that 65.51. Still down 180 bucks. How does Tradeify funded account work to get a payout? Real Dover. Which account? Just, yeah, which account? All right, new session high here. ES. Come on, squeeze this. Is NASDAQ going as well? NASDAQ's not going yet. Come on, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Nasdaq has not made a new high yet. ES pushing through the high. What a bounce. Literally caught that bottom on that ad. Whole time. Catch something. A blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, right? Come on. Need Nasdaq to go here. I think Nasdaq starts making a new high. ES will continue to push. Yeah, it all depends on Real Dover which Tradeify account that you have, as far as getting to a payout, because they have a few different options. A funded select 50K. Okay, so you're already funded flex 50K on Tradeify. Which one did you choose? There's two different ones to choose on the flex. Oh, it's called the flex. Sorry, my bad. My bad. There's so many flexes in these prop firms. Everyone's calling their accounts flex. It drives me nuts. So you chose the flex. So basically, every 5 days, right? So you have to trade it for 5 days minimum. That's step one. Let me pull it right up, so that way I'm not giving you wrong information. It's a good plan. So 50K flex, you got to have 5 days of $150 or more. So 5 days of $150 or more. That's step one. And then you can withdraw up to 50% of your total profits. So 50% of your total profit. For a maximum of $3,000 per payout. So if you get it to $6,000, you can take out 3K. And then you got to get it the 5 days of winning days with a balance of 52. Oh, with a balance. I'm trying to see if there's a minimum payout. Sorry. What's the minimum payout? $250 minimum payout. Yeah, exactly, YT. Yeah, that's exactly. They kind of copied. They all kind of copy each other, right? All the props. It's just about. They just change. They just have little minor differences, like the My Funny Futures Rapid plan versus the Tradeify daily payouts, or the Take Profit Trader daily payouts, that kind of stuff. So they all kind of do their own spin on it, but at the end of the day, it all kind of adds up to be about the same, because they all got the math figured out, right? They got the math figured out as far as the way the prop firms work. Megamind, he just got a payout with Lucid today, $2,000. Let's go! Congratulations, Megamind. Let's hit the confetti for Megamind. And I know that he used code PINE to get that eval and got to a payout. So he used code PINE on Lucid. It's one of the luckiest codes you can get on the prop street. So appreciate that. Tradeify is my kryptonite. Can't get a payout with them to save my life. Same thing, Cajun. I went through that with Tradeify for a hot minute. I think the hardest streak that I've had, the longest streak I've had to basically where I never got a payout for the longest time was Take Profit Trader, because I think it was just psychological, trying to get over that buffer, knowing that I could take day one payouts. But once I did, it seemed like it's like I broke that curse in a way. It's just like I just knew I could do it again. There was one point where I was $100 over the buffer, and I had never gotten a Take Profit Trader payout. I was $100 over the buffer, and I'm like, do I want to take this $100? And I was like, well, no, I should try to make a little bit more, but even though I could have just added it to my wallet. Yeah, you know what happens when you try to add a little bit more? It was no good. End up blowing the account, no payout. So, but now it's one of my favorite prop firms, and kind of been my bread and butter, really, getting those daily payouts. I'm glad that I have one account that's over the buffer right now to get daily payouts. Now I do have to make $500 to get a daily payout, but it's nice to have one. And hopefully I get my Take Profit Trader Pro, and then hopefully I can pass these trade day accounts. Get these 3 trade day accounts. Work on my 5 Take Profit Trader Pro accounts. Work on my Funded Futures Rapid accounts. Oh, that was one thing that I did blow today, was a My Funded Futures Rapid eval that we were working on last night. I did cook that, I got a little too aggressive with it. Last night we got off stream and I was down just a little bit on it, and then ended up getting back to green, and then I ended up cooking it later in the night, that eval. So but if you guys are just joining the stream, earlier I took a payout live on My Funded Futures, and it was instant into my checking account. It literally went out of Trade of 8. It's faster than a personal account. Went out of Trade of 8, right through ACH, straight into my bank account within almost instantly. I mean, I don't even know. Someone in the chat says, check your bank account, see if it's in there, after about 2 minutes. And I looked, and it was in there. Already straight into my bank. So you can't beat that. Lucid, same way. Tradeify, also very fast payouts. I will say that. But not as fast right now as Lucid and My Funded Futures. It is like instant. It's crazy. Oh, way faster than the personal account. Yeah. 2 business days, I know. And then like I had Iron Beam, I think, and they want to send you a check. If not, they to wire or ACH. It takes longer, and then they charge you fees and all kinds of stuff with that personal. But yeah, I hear you. You just mind if you just your nemesis, Genus? Yeah, I wonder why, Genie. I think it was probably, so maybe you have the same issue as me, where the no consistency, because there's no consistency on their funded accounts. Really, you can make pretty much as much as you want, but obviously there's payout caps and things like that. But yeah, where you don't have a consistency, it's not hard to overtrade. And I think that was been my issue with My Funded Futures recently. But I'm glad I locked in the payout tonight, got some money in the bank from them. Get that prop firm money. That's what we like. Go get that prop firm money. All right, 65, 51, 75 here. Nice trade. Still down 130 bucks. Made a high 665.52.75. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ still hasn't made a new session high. Very interesting here. ES sort of leading the way. Gold. Gold looking like it wants to push down here. Looking a little bear flag action on the 5-minute. These fair value gap lines on gold 5-minute have been really, really awesome. They've been good. This one took a little heat, but they have been pretty good. You can see we made this fair value gap line up here at 44.3750, and it's pretty much just held this. It peaked up above it earlier during that giant news candle, and then ended up coming right back down in. So it actually hasn't taken it out yet, and then it's been a support of place of resistance right at that 44.37. Interesting to see if this ends up holding as support. 44.13.7. Come on, ES, get up there. What strategy should we use to reach a buffer on TBT 150K size and take profit stop loss, Chris? Really one mini is all you really need. You know, 1 or 2 minis. It depends on how fast you're trying to get over the buffer, you know. That's the thing. If you're trying to get over $4,500 in one day, you know, you're going to want to trade 2-3 minis. Now, do I recommend doing that? No, I can't recommend doing that, but that's pretty much the only way to do it unless you're scalping all day long. But it's very, very risky because intraday trailing to get over that 4,500. Now, generally, when I'm trying to pass those or get over the buffer, sorry, I'm getting a little distracted in my trade here. I'm going to take the $500. Yeah, I'm taking 500 bucks. And then it just took my TP. Oh, well. As soon as I click the button. Down $33. But a nice trade. I'm happy with that one. Finally, bought the bot. I learned my lesson trying to buy the top of the range. I ended up buying the bottom of the range finally. And then got the nice push back up. So just a beautiful... Jeez. You know, really, that's only a 10-point ES trade. But in Globex, it seems like it felt like 100. Anyways. But trying to get over 4,500, you know, really, if you just start looking for $300 to $500 scalps, $600 scalps, and you can do that over and over and over again, you know, you're going to be over that buffer pretty quick. Or, you know, a good technique is like during the New York, if you catch a nice move, say at the open. So here's the New York Open. Let's just say you catch a nice move to the upside and you have a stop. Well, if you're in 1 or 2 minis and it's pushing, and next thing you know, you're at $1,200, $1,300 in a second. You know, you really just trying to start trailing your stops. Just, you know, moving your stop. You know, you take something like this and you just start trailing. You start trailing it as it's pushing up. You know, that's one of the things I like to do if you can catch a momentum trade like that. And you'll get that feel where you're like, oof, this is really going, or this is really going to dump. And then you start trailing it. Another technique that I've done in the past is, especially to get over on day one, is just adding into my winning trade. So if you catch a momentum trade like that, let's just say this is a New York Open, this candle, you catch a momentum trade and you have a target in mind. Let's just say there's an open gap and the candle is just going for that open gap. So say you have a Sunday night open gap and you're like, this candle is just push into that. And it's a pretty high probability that we're going to take out that gap. I'm adding into that trade. And sometimes I'll do that with micros where I'll just be adding. And you'll be amazed Because you know how fast you can lose money when you add to a losing trade and when it's going completely against you and you end up blowing the account? Well, just like flip the mindset and think, well, if I'm adding into that winning trade as it's pushing into that gap, or say an equal low, or if you have a place on the chart when you look left that it's going, you'd be amazed on how fast that money will just start racking up. I mean, it can go crazy because just as fast as it could be when you're adding to a losing trade, and you know when you're adding to a losing trade on momentum, and it's like really, like, say you're trying to catch a falling knife and you're like trying to catch the bottom, you're trying to add long and add long, and you're trying to catch that, and next thing you know, the account is cooked. Well, kind of the same idea, but yeah, so minis usually on the 150Ks for me personally on the funded would take profit trader. But also just remember that, like, there's no time limit. Like, you don't have to get a day one. Just because they say day one payout doesn't mean you have to get day one payout. And it is a lot less stressful sometimes to just take those little chunks. So let's just say you got to make on 150K and you make 1,000 on one day, 600 on the next, 1,500 on the next, another 600. Next thing you know, you're over the buffer. But the trick is just not let those trades come back against you. That's the main thing. Because the trailing drawdown is everything. Trailing drawdown is everything. Like this account now is at 2,100 or 2,000. Because my funded futures, you always have that $100 buffer. They've always done that. But yeah, so 2,000 drawdown, but this is essentially static account now. And really, it was just all about those little base hits. If you take a look at my trade performance this week, so $3,556 this week, 142 trades, but average winning trade 132, average losing trade 96. So right around a 1-to-1, and I've been trading minis, so looking for like NQ, like 5 points, 10 points sometimes. My largest trade was 400 points. I mean, $400. It was right here with one mini, so and it was 20-minute trade, so that's 20 points, just over 20 points. But yeah, just looking for like 5 points, 5 points. There's 15 points, 20 points, 15. And just doing that over and over again. So if you think about a 150K, you could just double it, but it's risky. You're gonna blow accounts, potentially going that big a size, because reality is that even on a mini, 4,500 is not that much, especially when it's intraday trailing. That was a long-winded answer. You probably already left. Why do you need a timepiece? Why do you need a watch? No, I don't have it. I have a Fitbit thing. This is what I have. Step counter, which I actually haven't even been using because I've been doing a different cardio. I've been doing the old exercise bikes, things like that lately. So I haven't even been getting in my steps. I've just been doing exercise bike. I was bored. Now that the weather's getting better, I'm gonna do a lot more walking outside, hiking. That's my favorite things to do. One of my favorite things to do, guys, after I'm done trading in the morning is just going on a hike in the mornings, and one of the hiking trails, and getting out and into nature and stuff. That's my favorite things to do. And springtime now, so it won't be long where I can do that kind of stuff. Need $150 before the max payout on my funded futures, 5K before the split. Let's go. Pops and drops. Congratulations. How crazy and wild is the APM candle going to be, Pawn? We'll see. So down $33. Let's see if we can catch another move. I feel a little bit better after that trade. Thank you, Doc D. And Thank you. How do you take trades based on fair value gaps? I look for the rejections, and I'm just looking for like 5 points. I haven't actually back tested or done any specific, you know, take profits or anything, but usually, especially on the 2-minute NQ chart, where when it puts in one of these fair value gap lines, I've just been taking the bounce off the blue line on the 2-minute and then taking the rejections off these yellow lines. And I basically been doing 1 mini, looking for during Globex and Asia, just looking for 5-10 points. And that's it. It could be a little risky if it ends up pushing down below and this line disappears. So if this keeps going down below the 6-7, I'm not gonna take this trade because the Tokyo Open, like even if it tests this 6-7, but if it breaks down below that 60, then this line disappears and this gap's gone. Now that fair value gap's inversed, which is what Methodical Man trades. The IFVGs. IFVG? Yeah, is that it? Yeah. How do you do you use a VPN on my PC? Just found out Apex prohibits it. No, I don't use VPN. Nope. Nope, HR, I don't. Just for that reason, because they're not the only ones that prohibit VPNs. There's some other ones too. I don't know which ones off the top of my head, but was down 500, now only 90. Let's go, Blackout. Sounds like me. Gold's moving. Yeah, we got Tokyo here in 10 seconds, so we'll see what happens with the gold and ES here. All right, Eric Lake, good night. Thanks for stopping in. You know, a ton of people go for that day one payout and end up blowing the account. Yep, they do TJP, and they do the resets too. And I am banned from doing the resets. I banned myself for now. No more resets. All right, getting that push up through 23,905. This is the Tokyo Open, so good luck, everyone. Stevie J in the house. Good morning. Fine. Have you ever seen the TV show Naked and Afraid? Yeah, I have. Yeah, I've watched that. That one, and I've watched Alone. I like the Alone. What is the yellow line? This is the VWAP. This yellow one right here. CE VWAP. The VWAP. All right, getting that push up. The old NASDAQ and ES. Tokyo's coming in and buying. Up 138 now. Let's go. Have you tried Phidias? I have not tried Phidias, but I haven't heard any bad things about him. Am I, no. I don't know why the YouTube Shorts always brings in the religious people. It's kind of funny to me. Will it help my trading? What's up? Nathan's in the house. What's going on, man? I missed someone. Marley's dad, sorry. With Apex, does consistency rule count towards the buffer too? Consistency rule count towards the buffer too? I'm not really sure. Marley's dad. But yeah, no, I've never tried Phidias. No, to be honest with you, I feel very fortunate. I'm affiliated with my favorite prop firms, and that's an unbiased. Like that is just the flat out truth. And so I feel pretty lucky to be affiliated with the firms that I'm at. And I have prop firms that reach out to me every single day practically on the, through my email asking me to affiliate with them, newer prop firms and stuff. And I refuse because I'm happy just trading the ones I got. If I maxed out all my prop firms that I trade, I mean, it would be like 50 accounts. So yeah, unless someone has like a really good deal to try, I'm good. But yeah, I mean, I know that sounds like affiliate stuff, but it's really the truth. I was trading with all these companies before I was affiliated, except Lucid because they're newer. And I didn't even affiliate with Lucid at first until I actually heard an interview with AJ, and I was like, I like this guy. This guy's all right. Lots of praying and trading. Algos are literal. Yeah. Tabs behind the stream, about 40 seconds delay. Gold's moving. Yeah, gold's pushing high. I like the. Do we short off the gold? This is at the resistance point. Do we short gold? I'm shorting gold. Should I short gold? Shorting. Oh, I can't do brackets. Oh, what can I? I don't even know what I can trade. I don't know how much I can trade on trade day with gold, but I'm short. It might break through now, but this has been a resistance for quite some time. There we go. This is the push down. Maybe look for 5 points. Two lots. For trade day, I'm actually in. Well, I'm in. I'm actually in 3. I don't know. Maybe. Hopefully, I didn't break a rule, but I kept clicking the button and it kept working. So hopefully, I'm in 3 micros each. Short gold here. Off that 437, which is, you can see this point of resistance. Back to even on the account for now. Unrealized. Aren't we still on the J contract? That's a good question too. I'm currently trading the M. It's working. United Arcs, Christ is King, amen. So, good for you. Are you a profitable trader though? Which prop firm are you trading with? There we go. Taking off a few there at 5 points. Finay fair value gap. Paying off right now. Let's go. Taking off there. Now Alpha 87 across all accounts. So there we go. Yeah, the things print money. Yeah, they do. Oh, I said 2 Wednesday. Yeah, my funded futures is 2. I know that. Well, let me look at trade day. I was just in 3. 369. Yeah, I was in 3. Metals. What products can I trade? Oh, I looked at the Discord. Nice little scalp off that gold. Yeah, let me check at the Discord on trade day. I'm curious now, like. Four lots. So 4 lots. If you guys are trading with trade day and trading gold and silver, it's 4 lots. Micros. So MGC and SIL, it's 4 lots. So we're good. Which is plenty. I lost, especially silver, guys. We lost what, 7? So that's what got us in the hole last night. It was 1 trade down $700, and it was 2 micros on silver. So that's what ended up getting me in the hole. So nice little break off that Vinay fair value gap. I'm gonna start calling these the pine lines. Off the pine line. I'm renaming it. This is what Michael Huddleston does. So I'm gonna rename it. It's called the pine line. Oh, what is going on? I'm getting botted. All right, guys. I think it's time for me to hop off stream. I'm starting to get botted here. So, all right. Thank you so much for being here. And we will do it again tomorrow. Guys, actually, yeah, I'll do it again tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow on My Funny Futures TV at 10 a.m. Up about $100 on this after being down about $700. So, guys, thank you so much for using code PINE. The pine needles. Yeah, the pine needle lines. Yeah, that's a good one. And yeah, if you guys are gonna bot me, at least subscribe, okay? Anyways, I'll see you guys later. All right, I'll see you later, guys. Peace.
Payout trader.
See you guys tomorrow.
Charts lit.
10 a.m. Eastern
Wrist
time.
tight.
On My Funny Futures TV.
Inside bars only.
All right.
Let's work.
I'm trading in the pines, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk a fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast. ES play it smooth, YM respect the highs. Let the candle choose, prop firm rules.